This is Rowan Howe, and this is my audience. As an upcoming college student, I begin to ask myself, what is a good college with an affordable amount of tuition? There are tons of things that go into finding the right college with reasonable tuition. Many of my friends who have graduated already have told me to keep my grades up and apply for as many scholarships to make college less expensive. This claim is relevant to my era of high schoolers with college prices being at an all-time high. As I begin this speech, I want to focus on the income of each household, the long-term benefits of lowering costs, and primarily focusing on education. To begin my main points, I will first start by persuading how household income is a primary factor when paying for college. There are many options to help reduce costs for lower class students. FAFSA is a main financial aid, but research has shown that lower income students typically lack understanding of financial aid, making it hard to get into the college that they dream about, coming from Staff 2019. This makes lower income students have a harder time getting out of debt after college. According to Wiesman 2013, lower income students have to spend 148% of their household income to afford a 4-year college. Also coming from Wiesman 2013, 90% of lower income students receiving grants still do not meet the requirements for full costs, as well as 56% of middle class students also not meeting the requirements. If colleges decide to lower these costs, it makes a higher enrollment, financial flexibility, and long-term financial benefits for students. Many low-income students have challenges paying off loan debt, which brings me to my next example, being long-term benefits of lowering cost. With the reduction of college costs, you can start planning what you want to do with the rest of your life without the managing stress of debt. It will get your mind right and begin building your economical status. Coming from UO People 2024, with the college attendance rate dropping caused from unaffordability, comes less knowledgeable people in society. Also coming from UO People 2024, saying with less dropouts caused by debt, there would be a better academic performance inside the classroom. This ties with the emotion of stress balancing school, money, what I owe, and what I still need to pay, etc. Dropping out of college is some students' only way out because they cannot afford the loan debt. By lowering costs, it can help students stay enrolled, finish their degrees, which ends up having a higher graduation rate for the colleges to look at later on. The passion for education typically depends on how much debt they are in. For example, students can find themselves studying something that they do not care about, but only looking for it for the salary to pay off debt earlier in their life. If a student doesn't enjoy what they are learning, they will also more than likely not enjoy their occupation. If our society didn't just revolve around money, our society would be more satisfied with their jobs. Coming from UO People 2024. As I wrap up the long-term benefits, I have my primary points with focusing on more education. With lowering costs, it can allow students to focus more on studies rather than their finances. Students typically get multiple jobs to pay off debt while also balancing time for study. This allows students to study more and work less. Going on my last main point, colleges can recruit more students because of students graduating rather than dropping out caused by cost. This goes on the logical side. By lowering costs, it helps graduation rates, which helps recruit for future students. If a student focuses more on education in school with a high knowledge, they can also get a high-end job to improve their personal income status, coming from Custos 2022. Colleges typically put too much stress on the student to study, pass, pay fees, and still have enough money to operate themselves. This could eventually cause bad mental health in the student. This could start a person's life off on the wrong foot just because of the prices of college being way too high. As I wrap up my main points, I hope I persuaded you in the right direction as I conclude my persuasive speech. In the span of the speech, I talked about household income, long-term benefits, and primary focus on education, all tying into the reduction of costs of college. I hope I persuaded you into ideas of your own to help pay for college and help reduce college costs for your own. And thank you for listening to my persuasive speech. This is my audience.
Well, that wasn't bad at all.